Explain the chemical nature and functions of carbohydrates, giving suitable examples. When considering the chemical nature of carbohydrates, the major elemental composition is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Hydrates of carbon contain hydrogen to oxygen proportion in 2:1. Generally, carbohydrates include sugars and polysaccharides. There are three major groups of carbohydrates as monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. When considering monosaccharides, they are the simplest form of carbohydrate having general molecular formula as CH2ON. All monosaccharides are reducing sugars, water-soluble, and occur in crystalline form. The number of carbon atoms varies from 3 to 7. According to the number of carbon atoms, monosaccharides are named as 3-carbon trioses, for example, glyceraldehyde, 4-carbon tetroses, for example, erythrose, 5-carbon pentoses, for example, ribose, ribulose, and deoxyribose, 6-carbon hexoses, for example, glucose, fructose, and galactose. According to the type of carbonyl group, they are classified as aldoses and ketoses. Glucose and galactose are examples for aldoses. Fructose is an example for ketose. In aqueous media, some monosaccharides are in ring form. For example, glucose and fructose. When considering disaccharides, they are sugars formed by joining two monosaccharides by a glycosidic bond. A glycosidic bond is formed by removing a water molecule from two adjacent monosaccharides by a condensation reaction. Water molecule is formed from OH group of one monosaccharide molecule and the hydrogen atom from the adjoining monosaccharide molecule. For example, write these as a reaction. Glucose plus glucose, condensation arrow, maltose plus H2O. Glucose plus fructose, condensation arrow, fructose plus H2O. Glucose plus galactose, condensation arrow, lactose plus H2O. Maltose and lactose are reducing sugars, while sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. When considering polysaccharides, they are macromolecules and biopolymers. Polysaccharides are made up of a few hundred to few thousand monosaccharide subunits. They are non-crystalline, water-soluble, and not considered as sugars. Some polysaccharides act as storage components, whereas the others contribute to the structure of living organisms. Based on their function, they are categorized as storage polysaccharides and structural polysaccharides. Starch and glycogen are examples for storage polysaccharides. Cellulose, hemicellulose, and tetrose are examples for structural polysaccharides. Based on their architecture, they are categorized as linear forms and branched forms. Cellulose and amylose are examples for linear forms. Glycogen, amylopectin, and hemicellulose are examples for branched forms. When considering the functions of carbohydrates, monosaccharides act as an energy source, building blocks of disaccharides and polysaccharides. For example, disaccharides such as maltose, sucrose, and polysaccharides such as starch and glycogen. And also components of nucleotides, DNA and RNA. When considering disaccharides, their functions include storage sugar in milk as lactose, translocation in phloem as sucrose, and storage sugar in sugarcane as sucrose. When considering polysaccharides, their functions include storage polysaccharides and structural polysaccharides. Starch stores glucose as an energy source in plants and chlorophytes. Glycogen stores glucose as an energy source in animals and fungi. Inulin stores fructose as an energy source in dahlia tubers. When considering structural polysaccharides, cellulose in the cell walls of plants and chlorophytes. Pectin is present in the middle lamella of plant tissues. Hemicellulose is present in cell walls of plants. Chitin is present in the cell wall of fungi and the exoskeleton of arthropods. In polysaccharides, starch monomer is glucose, glycogen monomer is glucose, cellulose monomer is glucose, inulin monomer is fructose, pectin monomer is galactouronic acid, and it is present in the middle lamella of plant cell wall. Hemicellulose monomers are pentose and hexoses. It is present in the cell walls of plants. Chitin, which is the only nitrogen-containing polysaccharide, its monomer is glucosamine. It is a component of the fungal cell wall and exoskeleton of arthropods.